Do you remember the yacht in The Wolf of the Wall Street? The one that got hit by a storm and almost sank? Well, forget about that piece of junk, because we have something much better for you. Today, we are going to talk about the world's most expensive luxury yachts that will make you drool. These are the yachts that not only the richest of the rich can afford, and they have everything you can imagine. Pools, helipads, cinemas, even submarines. You won't believe your eyes when you see these floating palaces, so stick around to the end, because you don't want to miss any of them. Let's go! Number 10. Radiant. If you have a spare $320 million lying around, you might want to check out Radiant. This 110.0 meter beast was built in Germany by Lürsen and delivered in 2009. And she's as smooth and sexy as a luxury sports car. And trust me, this baby can go fast. Her 2 MTU diesel engines will let you cruise at a nice 16.0 kn. But if you're feeling adventurous, you can push her to the top speed of 21.0 kn and feel the wind in your hair. If you're bringing your friends, no problem, because Radiant can fit up to 20 guests in 10 staterooms. With a gross tonnage of 5,027.0 GT and a 16.3 meter beam, you'll have more space than you know what to do with. But what really makes Radiant special is her amazing security features. She was sold to a billionaire car dealer, Abdullah Al Fatim, and boy, did he get a good deal. Not only does Radiant have the usual perks you'd expect from a yacht of this size, helipad, gym, cinema, and spa, but she's also got a secret escape launch speedboat that can outrun any pursuers. Plus, she's loaded with sonic guns that can blast the ears off of any unwanted visitors, and a water cannon that can sink a boat from over 100 yards away. Number 9. Serene. Behold the $350 million luxury yacht, owned by the one and only Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. Say hello to Serene, the Italian-made monster yacht that hit the water in 2011. This thing is huge, with a length of 139 meters. Serene is a floating mansion that's ready to take its owners anywhere in the world, in total and absolute comfort. It's got 7 decks of pure bliss, offering tons of interior and exterior space for all your party needs. And with the beam of 18.5 meters, it's a beast. But hold on, there's more. Serene has pretty much every feature you can dream of, including a massive internal seawater pool, 2 helicopter landing pads, and room for a gigantic submarine. You could literally start your own underwater empire from this thing. Oh, and did I mention the snow room, steam room, hot and cold spa pools, and jet stream swimming pool? You'll never have to step foot on land to go to a spa again. If you've got kids, don't fret. Serene has got you sorted. It's got special children's playrooms, including one with a climbing wall and a slide between the decks, and another with an Xbox and PlayStation. And for the ultimate movie night, there's an outdoor cinema. But let's not neglect safety. Serene is built according to SOLAS rules and regulations, so you can feel calm and confident while you're living large on this mega yacht. And with its stunning design, you'll feel like a king sailing the oceans. Number 8. Dubai. Do you know about Dubai? No, not the city, the yacht. It's owned by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, ruler of Dubai, and it's worth a jaw-dropping $400 million. Yeah, you heard that right. But hold on, there's more. This mega yacht was actually started as a project for Prince Jeffrey Bolkiah of Brunei, more than a decade before it was even launched. It was a joint project between Blohm plus Voss and Lürsen shipyards, but construction was stopped until 2001. That's when Platinum Yachts came in and bought the hull, and the rest is history. Now let's talk about the real reason why we're here. The interior design of Dubai is absolutely lavish, with bright colors, fancy fabrics, and beautifully detailed handmade mosaics. The highlight of the yacht is a stunning staircase that's flooded with natural light from the top deck. And check this out, the glass steps actually change color. It's like a rave party every time you walk up or down. Dubai also has 7 decks, but there's plenty of space to chill and relax. And don't forget about the awesome mosaic swimming pool and multiple jacuzzis. This yacht is seriously pimped out. Oh, and did we mention that Dubai can fit a helicopter that weighs up to 9.5 tons? And there's room for 2 10-meter-long tenders. Plus, with a top speed of 26 knots and a range of 8,500 miles at 25 knots, Dubai is basically a floating beast. Number 7. Sailing Yacht A. Wow, do you know about Sailing Yacht A? The yacht is built by Nobiskruk and designed by Philippe Stark, a real dynamic duo if you ask me. And it has a jaw-dropping price tag of $400 million. This baby is 142.81 meters long and has a top speed of 21 knots. Can you even comprehend how fast that is? And get this, it has a maximum range of 5,320 nautical miles when cruising. That's like sailing from New York to London and still having enough fuel to go to Paris. Sailing Yacht A is a real winner. It's in the top 5% by LOA in the world and is one of the sailing yachts longer than 100 meters. And get this, its cruising speed is 4 knots above the average for similarly sized sailing yachts, and its top speed is a staggering 4.83 knots above average. Move over, other yachts. There's a new leader in town. Right now, Sailing Yacht A is sailing under the Isle of Man flag, along with 67 other yachts. Number 6. Topaz. Check out this super fancy yacht owned by Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Who's that, you ask? He's a UAE bigwig and royalty who also happens to be the half-brother of the former president of the UAE. Now let's talk about the yacht. It's called Topaz, and it's a custom-made luxury motor yacht built by Lürsen in Germany. Guess how much it cost? A staggering $527 million. Yeah, you heard that right. Topaz is so huge it can fit up to 62 guests in 26 cabins. It also has room for up to 79 crew members. It has everything you could ever want to live like a king, including a pool, 2 jacuzzis, a conference room, movie theater, and 2 helipads. And don't forget about the gym, which has all the latest gadgets. Want to go for a swim? No problem, because there are swimming platforms and tender boats on both sides of the ship. Plus, there are tons of water toys like jet skis, inflatable boats, catamarans, and even a mini submarine. Topaz can cruise at a speed of 22.9 knots and can go as fast as 25.5 knots. Plus, it has stabilizers to keep you comfy on board when the yacht is anchored, even in rough waters. Now, we don't know how much about the interior, since it's owned by a royal and they're pretty secretive. Number 5. Al Said. Check out this Al Said motor yacht. This beast is a massive 155 meters long, built by the guys at Lürsen in Germany back in 2008. And who owns this beast? The Sultan of Oman himself. You know it's serious business when you're worth $600 million and you're sailing around on a super yacht like the Al Said. And if you're lucky enough to be invited on board, you'll find room for up to 70 guests. That's right, 70! And don't worry about the crew. There's space for 174 of them, including the captain. Now let's talk about what really matters, the specs. This yacht has a steel hull and aluminum superstructure, powered by 2 MTU engines that can hit a cruising speed of 20 knots and a top speed of 22 knots. That's faster than most cars on the road. Plus, with a range of a 20.0 by 7,700 nautical miles at 20 knots, you can basically sail around the world without stopping. And if you're wondering how much fuel and water this monster carries, it's 1,420,000 liters of fuel and 750,000 liters of water. Number 4. Azam. Watch out, it's the Azam, the biggest, baddest private motor yacht in the world. This beast was ordered by none other than Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the president of UAE. May he rest in peace. And get this, it costs a staggering $600 million. Talk about living the good life. This yacht is so huge, it's 180 meters long. And you know that's even more amazing? It's built in just 3 years. That's some serious record-breaking time right there. According to Super Yacht Times, nobody has ever built a yacht this big this fast. But hold on, there's more. This yacht is a speed freak. It can go over 32 knots. That's 59 kilometers an hour, or 37 miles per hour for those of us who don't speak sailor, thanks to its 2 gas turbines and 2 diesel engines that produce a mind-blowing 47,000 horsepower. That's enough power to make even The Rock blush. If you're worried about staying fit while living like a boss on the Azam, don't worry. There's an onboard gym and pool. And for all you golf fans out there, there's even a special golf training room. You can work on your swing while sailing the oceans. Not too bad, eh? And last but certainly not least, the Azam can fit up to 36 guests in total comfort. But of course, with great comfort comes great responsibility. That's why there's a crew of 70 to 80 people to take care of everything. Number 3. Streets of Monaco. Hey, you got $1 billion? If yes, then you might want to go check out the Streets of Monaco yacht. It's like having your own personal Monte Carlo, complete with a go-kart track modeled after the Grand Prix. And let's not forget the basketball and tennis court helipad combo, a submarine, yes, you heard that right, and a fancy schmancy swim-up jacuzzi bar. Oh, and did I mention there's room for 16 guests and 70 staff members? It's like a floating palace, minus the hassle of actually being royalty. Number 2. Eclipse. Behold the Eclipse, the yacht of Roman Abramovich, one of the richest and most powerful men in the world. He bought this yacht for a whopping 340 million euros, but now it cost is estimated to be around $500 million. This yacht is huge, luxurious, and secure. It has everything you can imagine and more. It has 2 helicopter pads, 24 guest cabins, 2 swimming pools, several hot tubs, a disco hall, 3 launch boats, a mini submarine, a missile detection system, missile launchers, self-defense systems, and an anti-paparazzi system. Number 1. History Supreme. Hold on to your hats because we're about to set sail on the wackiest, most ridiculous, expensive mega yacht in the world. Drum roll, please. It's the legendary History Supreme, owned by Robert Knock, a Malaysian businessman with a taste for extravagance. History Supreme cost a mind-boggling $4.8 billion to build. I mean, who needs a couple of bucks when you can spend billions, right? Not only did it take 3 years to complete, but it's also made a mind-blowing 10,000 kilograms of solid gold and platinum. And the bling factor? Oh, it's off the charts. History Supreme is decked out with rare diamonds and precious stones that will make you feel like you're living in a jewelry store. It's like the yacht is saying, why settle for one diamond when you can have 1,000? But wait, there's more. Imagine cruising around with a T-Rex bone statue on board. Oh, just casually showcasing ancient dinosaur relics while sailing the high seas. And that's not all. They've even thrown in a wall feature made of a meteorite rock. This floating fortress measures a whopping 100 feet, 30.5 meters in length, making it longer than your average Olympic swimming pool. And guess what? It weighs a whopping 1,423 tons. That's like having 1,423 elephants on board. Just your usual everyday party boat, right? Which one of these would you like to ride? Let us know in the comments section down below. See you again in the next video.